This trip was about Salamonie Lake to Campsite 5. It happened on 2025, 8/15, high of 86, low of 78, no rain. If you'd like, which I'm going to have a short recording of my adventures there in this last trip, you need to go to indianastateparks.reserveamerica.com. Once you're there, you can type in Salamonie Lake, say you're interested in camping and lodging, give it a date, length of stay, and hit search. From here, if I'm doing the backpack camping, I'm going to select Salamonie Lake, and these are the backpack camping sites. So then you can just click on one of them, hit see details, and I'm not going to go through the rest of it, but you basically just have to hit book these dates. It's going to charge you $18. You put in your credit card and away you go. This next part is a time warp of me walking back to Campsite 5. I parked on the Mount Etna side, and this is the Bloodroot Trail. This leads off to the various campsites. There's 6 of them that you can backpack camp at, and like I said, I'm going to Campsite 5, so I'll let you watch the rest of this. If you're wondering what the white pole is that I'm carrying, I do a little bit of ham radio as well, and that is part of the antenna that I'm taking back to the site. We're getting close to Campsite 5 now. It's almost a mile in from the Mount Etna side. This is my bed for the night. This is the Amok Hammock XL. It lays very nice and flat, has a little bit of room in there for extra items, and has an integrated bug net. Really nice way to camp for the night. I don't know how well you can see this. This is my quarter wave vertical elevated antenna. Has a whip at the top that's 17 foot long, or I can put a 40 meter coiled version on there and a couple of radials. This picture shows the rest of my ham radio set up. There's an FT891 there. I've got a headphone and a foot switch that I can use, but I did not use this trip. And I have an eco-worthy 30 amp hour battery sitting back there. If you look just to the left of the radio on the ground there, we have a generic Android tablet that I use for logging.
CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee, Quebec, Kilo, Park US 4179. Nobody's wanting to play Parks on the air tonight. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee, Quebec, Kilo, Park 4179. CQ Parks on the air, CQ Parks on the air. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee, Quebec, Kilo, Park US 4179. Salamonie Lake, Mount Etna, Indiana.
Whiskey 5, Mike Papa Bravo.
Booming signal, Whiskey 5, Mike Papa Bravo 59.
QSL, Brad, I've got you at 5-7 in the Maryland, Mike Delta. Thanks for the activation, 73.
73. Good luck hunting tonight. QRZ?
Kilo Tango 4, Zulu Golf.
Uniform November.
Kilo Tango 4, Zulu Golf, 5-7.
QSL, copy your 5-7, your 5-9 plus, and Victor Alpha.
5-9 Victor Alpha. Appreciate the contact tonight.
Thank you, 73.
73. QRZ?
Kilo Foxtrot 0, Uniform November.
Had a couple in there, but I pulled out Kilo Foxtrot 0, Uniform November, about a 5-7.
QSL, you're a 5-9 into Missouri, 5-9 into Missouri.
5-9 Missouri. Appreciate the contact tonight. QRZ?
November 3, Uniform Delta.
November 3 Uniform, then it faded.
November 3, Uniform Delta, India. November 3, Uniform Delta, India.
November 3 Uniform Delta India, about a 5-5 here in the park.
Roger, Roger, US 57 into US 1435, 1435, yourself?
1435, got it in the books.
Hey, Roger, Roger, have a good activation, 73.
Good luck on yours as well. QRZ?
I was on 20 meters. I switched to 40 meters, so I got a little cut in the video here, and you'll hear more static on 40.
CQ Park's on the air. CQ Park's on the air. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee, Quebec Kilo, Park 4179. Heard a Julia India way down in the attic. And I'm not going to be able to pull that one out. CQ Park's on the air. CQ Park's on the air. This is Kilo Charlie 9, Yankee, Quebec Kilo, Park 4179.
Victor Echo 3, Zulu, Juliet,
I think there was a Victor Alpha 3 Zulu something.
Victor Echo 3, Zulu, Juliet, Charlie.
Victor Echo 3 Zulu Juliet Charlie. It came up then about a 5-5. 5-8 Southern Ontario. Appreciate the contact tonight.
Thanks for being there. Have fun,
73 QRZ.
I ended up with 20 on 20 meters and 21 on 40 meters, and then I called it quits with the radio for the day.
All right, folks. Today, menu 15, Mexican style chicken stew while I'm camping, backpack camping. There's the Mexican stew, the main entree. I don't know how well you can see that. The heater package, the heater bag. Got chocolate hazelnut protein drink. Spoon that you always have. This stuff. Banana and pumpkin fruit puree squeeze. And 19 grams of sugar. That's got quite a bit. Cheddar cheese pretzels. Your standard accessory pack here, whatever you want to call it. A couple pieces of gum, some salt, matches, moist wipes, and toilet paper. Got the nasty crackers. I'm not sure why they put those in there. I can't imagine anybody likes those things. Powdered hot sauce. Chocolate flavored First Strike nutritious energy bar. And cheese spread with jalapenos. So, like always, Gonna open this bag at the top. That one opened much easier than previous ones. We're going to stick the Mexican rice stew entree down in there. Get some water. Do not overfill. Stir that up a little bit. Shake it around. Inside the sleeve. Wow, that one's doing a ridiculous job. It's burning me already. Damn, that was crazy. Crazy hot. If we can just kind of get that leaning over a little bit like everybody does, and we'll catch you again in a few minutes. I'm going to try this banana and pumpkin fruit squeeze puree. Let's see how horrible this is. I should knead it around a little bit first. That is not bad. First thought was it smelled like baby food, but that is not bad at all. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not. That's what it looks like. Probably going to be high as a kite on sugar now, but that was good. The crackers, if you've ever had one of these, the crackers are the crackers. I don't know if you can hear the people at the lake. I'm a mile back in the woods, but somehow they managed to drive their boat right up to where I'm camping and jumped in the water, and they won't shut up. So I don't know if you know the old super normal saltine crackers that they used to have. That's what these are for the most part, except for, if anything, they're even drier, which, a lot of things are because that's how they're able to preserve them for a long time, right? Maybe not too bad if I put some of this jalapeno cheese on them. That's what the cheese spread looks like. Still not the greatest even with that. If it was up to me, I'd just throw the crackers out, but I kind of want to show what's in the MRE to everybody. That's what your cheddar cheese pretzels look like. They're not bad. I just realized that I put my earphone in, and you can probably hear me fairly well, I hope. And I'm crunching like crazy in your ear if that's the case. Apologize again. Ooh, the appearance of this one's not that great. Sorry, guys. It's like a giant fucking turd that's been smashed flat. And in addition to that, I am not the biggest fan of chocolate. That is not bad though. I may save some of that for later if I'm not on the trail or if I get hungry at night. That's not bad. Again, I don't like chocolate. For me to say it's not bad, it's pretty good. Go ahead and pause this again. It's going to take another 7 minutes or so for the entree to heat up. So, all right, it's been about 15 minutes. I've had this in various positions. I've squished it around a little bit in there. It is really hot, or at least the bag is really hot. We'll see if the food is. I don't know if you can see that, but there is definitely steam coming off of there, and it's 86 degrees out here right now, so it's not because of cold weather. Go this way. And I apologize again if you're hearing the folks down there in the lake. They do not seem to have a very high IQ, or they have had too much alcohol, one or the other. Not sure what this looks like. Not sure what it tastes like either. Not bad. It's fairly warm. See if I can get a little bit of hot sauce in there without spilling it. Or hot powder, I guess. Powdered hot sauce. Which basically just like red pepper. That made it better. Oops, that was too much. Really not bad, especially with the hot sauce in it. I'll do this one again for sure.
And the following clip is just a short tour of what Campsite5 has to offer. Hope you enjoy the view.
The entrance to my camp. Haven't seen anybody except for boaters on the lake. They were wanting to be really noisy today. The trail's up there, right where that yellow sign is. I assume you can see that yellow sign in the distance. And then went and collected some firewood. Just some random pieces like this one here. And threw them in the fire pit, and there was already some coals in there, evidently, because I looked down there and there were flames, and I didn't do anything. So the firewood that I collected, that I hoped maybe later tonight or in the morning that I could use, is all getting burned up right now. Just average camp stuff. Might have been doing a little more if wasn't so hot. And I don't exactly like to go too far from the camp because you get a lot of expensive equipment up there, and this camp isn't too far from the trail. So here's our fire. That way you can see that. And somebody left what I thought was their garbage here, but it's actually a citronella candle. So maybe that'll help get rid of some of the bugs. There are a couple of boaters out here on the water still. It's only going on 7 o'clock, so we probably got another hour and a half of light, I would think. It's really pretty out there. See if we can hop over this log and give you a better view. Yeah, without falling off a little cliff. If you can tell that it's quite a ways down. And if you can see, there's a boat right out there in the middle of the. It's about all there is to Campsite 5. I probably should have brought a fishing pole, but it's not that easy to get down there. And when you do get down there, like I said, there was a bunch of boaters making a bunch of noise. So it wasn't very pleasing to be down there today, probably. There's a little trail right there to try and go down, but like I said, it's pretty steep, and sometimes there's kind of some steps there, sometimes there's not. Just depends on what's grown up and what's not. I don't want to waste this citronella candle that somebody left. I'm not really going to be down here because I set up camp further up. There's another place over here at this site that kind of shady. I've set up in here a few times. It's fairly flat. Not a lot of roots or rocks or anything to lay on. Looks like somebody's been setting up right there. Like I said, that's about all there is to this campsite. Appreciate having you guys along occasionally, whoever's watching. Thank you. Catch you in a bit.
I did end up having a campfire later at night, and this is my phone camera taking a long exposure of the trees above the campfire. Nice red glow. I didn't really take any video on the way out, so I'll leave you with this picture of the lake, and there's a heron flying away right there in the distance. Hope at least a few of you enjoyed this video. Appreciate it. Hope you have good adventure on your next trip. Thank you.